Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me well. And there's. Wait a second. I can hear myself. Why? Okay. I hope that works now. So I hope the sound is better than last time at the beginning. I hope I'm also on Twitch this time as well, because it has had some problems before. Yeah. So let me check whether I can see the chat. A bit light on the sounds. Okay. Is it better now? Hope there's not too much lag. I'm speaking all the time. Sounds good. Perfect. Yeah, today is a little bit different. Normally when I stream about Project Euler on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. UTC, so that would be in 3 hours if I recall correctly. So today I stream a little bit earlier, which makes it easier for people in Asia and a little bit harder for people on the West Coast maybe, or impossible, or even on the East Coast it might be it might be quite early, I have no idea. And today I also stream about visualization, so I will stream about Pascal's triangle instead of Project Euler, and my goal is to visualize Pascal's triangle first, then show you some sequences that are in Pascal's triangle, like, I don't know, Sierpinski's triangle, for example, tetrahedral numbers, and so on and so on. And quite a few things are in there. So if you have some ideas in between or something that you think I don't know about, or even if you think I know about it, just mention it. Laggy internet. On your side or on my side? I think I have quite good internet actually. Normally I have relatively good internet. Let me check. So I think at least I have 80 megabits download. Let's check the upload as well. Yeah, upload is 90 megabits. So that should be working on my side. Okay, so there's no problems for another viewer. So maybe it's something on your side, Eval. I don't know. Hope it's not too bad. Internet so laggy. Okay. I think you mean on your side. Okay. So let's begin, I would say. Yeah, okay. So here on the right-hand side, you just see the Wikipedia article on Pascal's triangle, and I basically want to visualize this. So having probably some boxes around it first, put the numbers in, compute the numbers, and show you some patterns inside. For that, I always use revise if I have some changes. I decided to use images, so it's basically working on an array. So just working with pixels, nothing fancy. Just because I think for this it's quite easy to do. I think we need those 3 packages. They also, you could probably do it in plots, but that's more for like plotting line graphs, bar charts, and stuff like that. And there are some other libraries like Luxor, for example, which may be useful for this as well. I used this for my Langton's Ant video, which worked quite well. Yeah, so define a grid first. Let's say it's 500 by 500. We might increase that later. Then we define our image, which should have a white background. Or maybe, I don't know. There are probably better ways to do this. So fill whites from height and width. And then to show it, so we need this dict to later get the numbers in it with annotation. Is image show image. I think that should work. So Pascal draw. And there we have a white image. And that kind of outputs, which we might don't want to see every time. And there you can also see the color on the bottom left. Might be a little bit small on your end. And the pixel position, which might be helpful or not. So the next thing I want to do is drawing rectangles. So this notation is used for changing the first, or normally it's the first input, but it's just a convention. So I want to update the image in place. We have x, y coordinates, width and the heights. Maybe define some color for the rectangle, which I set to black in the beginning. Maybe some border size, which defaults to 1. And we should also be able to fill, or maybe just call it fill, which also is either nothing or a color. So if fill is not nothing, we update the image from y to y plus the height, and x plus the width, sorry, and set it to fill. So that's the fill color. Sorry, that should be like this. This dot is just for broadcasting. So every pixel should be filled with one color, the fill color. So otherwise, we can draw the top border, the bottom border, the left border, and the right border. If we do top, oh yeah, it seems like there's quite a lag. I removed the what is it called? Exclamation mark after image already. So image of y and y plus border. So I wanted to have the border inside, border size, yeah, whatever, and have x, have it like that, and set it to color. On the bottom, we would have something like this. Oh, maybe I should lag free. Okay, so your internet works now, or I don't know, Twitch, or you watch on Twitch, right? Yeah. Perfect. So we basically do the same thing for left. So that should be, oh, this should be actually, oh no, that should be left. Yeah, okay. Border size. And right, we have x plus width and x plus width plus borders. No, should have minus. Wait a second. X plus w, x plus w like this, and here as well, because I want to have it inside. Yes, I think that's correct. So we should be able to, I'm not sure that updating it directly, I think it does not. Would be weird somehow. Let's say 20, 20, 20, 20, or maybe like 50 and 100 to just say, see whether we have set the right X, Y, and whatever, and just the defaults. Let's close that window. Yes, so X is small, and we have width of 50. That seems reasonable. Okay, so then let's start with box width of 20, maybe 40, because we want to have a number inside as well. Should be square. And then starting height of, I don't know, maybe also 40, and then maybe have max rows of 10. We might decrease and increase that later. I don't know. Maybe do it like that. And we have, so we just have row 1, row 2, row 3. And then we have as many columns as the number of row we are in. So 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns. Then we have rect of image of start top. So we also have start left, which probably is something like width divided by 2. So I use div to have integer. Yeah, there are libraries to draw the shape already. So you might want to check out Luxor. But I'm not too familiar with Luxor. And for this, it's quite easy to, because I used Square, so I actually scrolled down a little bit because here you have a different shape. So you have hexagons here, which would be harder to draw that way, but it's easy. It's possible in Luxor, and I'm not too sure how to do animations in Luxor. And maybe the way I do animations later is also a little bit hacky with images, but it should work. I used it beforehand. So yeah, that's the reason why I use images. So start top is, so sorry, we need X first. X is start left plus basically I minus 1 of no, wait, J minus 1 of box width and start top. Or maybe we can actually call it Y here and compute it once to have also the line a little bit shorter. Is plus I minus 1 of box height. Then we have the width, which is just box width and box height. And in the end, we have start left and have div of box width 2. So that I use the div all the time to stay with integers and not floats. Yeah, so I move left a little bit to just draw the next rectangle at the right spot, or hopefully the right spot. Let's have a look. Yeah, that looks all right. So the only problem I have with this representation is that we have basically double borders here. But I'm a little bit, maybe we can do that later. For now, I'm a little bit lazy to handle that. So we could do like draw all borders for the top one, then draw only the left and the top border for the left ones, or like for basically for all of them, and for the right ones we also draw the right border, and so on. Or maybe there are some even better ways to do that, but okay. The next step we can do is use annotate. So maybe, wait, what? Did I just remove the W here? Oh, why did it work? Doesn't make any sense otherwise. Okay. So yeah, it might be not that easy to draw text with pixels, but there is an annotate function for that. So I think it takes the X and Y coordinates and then okay, it doesn't have like real doc strings for it. It says it is a function, but okay. I don't have to write it like this, right? No, okay, whatever. So we take, maybe I can call that the X coordinates and just use XY. It's probably top left of the rectangle or stuff like that. But let's see, and I think it's annotation text or something along those lines. Annotation text. I don't know why it is underlined like that, but image show is underlined as well. So maybe image view is not not really working with VS Code, or I don't know. And oh, I just see that it has annotated the GUI dicts. So we need this one first. And then we can see whether it works or not. And this one goes actually into the annotation text. I think that is how it works. Okay, it's actually, but it has some methods, right? Yeah, XY string, and then color as stuff. Okay, let's just fill it with ones now and see whether that works. Oh yeah. The problem is that it always generates a new window. And I think with this PC it should be all right because it has quite a lot of RAM. But sometimes it's quite annoying to have like 100 open images. Yeah, and the nice thing is you can also zoom into it, move around. So it's at the top left. So we probably want to have something like div of box. I don't know. Maybe call it box half, or I don't know. Something like that. It's not even much shorter, to be honest. But okay. Okay, I don't know. Maybe like that. Now we have them centered, which kind of looks like the Pascals triangle already. We just have the wrong numbers. So maybe let's focus the next couple of minutes on getting Pascal's triangle. So I think what is quite reasonable to have something like, let's say we have a width of 4. So we actually, hi ellipse. So ellipse asked in the chat Sierpinski after this. I will actually use Pascal's triangle to visualize Sierpinski's triangle. So there are different ways to visualize Sierpinski's triangle, like random methods, recursion, and stuff like that. But it's also part of Sierpinski's triangle. So part of Pascal's triangle, sorry. So this stream is completely Pascal's triangle. It's just that there's quite a lot of stuff inside of it. So I will just add them one by one into Pascal's triangle. So I think we should have the height of the same as the width. So the idea is to have actually width plus 1 and height. And then start with, oh yeah, that will not work, I think. Let's call it P for Pascal's triangle. And then first row, second column, we put a 1. Maybe I forgot an equal sign there. and then go to the next one and always compute go up and left plus just go up. So this one would be a 1. This one would be a 1 as well. This one would be a 1. This one would be a 2. And then we have basically Pascal's triangle if it's, I don't know, tilted. Or yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but you will see in a second, I would say. Let's also have heights, or like, I don't know, it's basically the same as max rows, so maybe let's call it max rows as well. Then we have zeros of integer of max rows plus 1 and max rows. And we have p equals to 1, 2 equals to 1. And then for row 2 to max rows, and for j, just to be consistent, for j is 1 to I. Maybe it's, I don't know, you can also call it 2 to I plus 1, maybe easier. And that will be p of I minus 1. So, sorry, p of I j equals p of I minus 1. So 1 above, 1 left, plus p I minus 1 j. And then return Pascal's triangle. What? Okay. This should be here actually, because yeah. 5. So we have Pascal's triangle now. Maybe we can do 6 to have the first. And then the first double digits. I'm not sure how to, whether this will be nicely visualizable when we get to 2-digit numbers. It will be not that nice in the first round, I would say. But okay. So we probably yeah, okay. Let's get I don't know, let's call it Pascal. And we have max rows. And here we have string. Okay, I think it should be like this. String of Pascal I and j plus 1. I think so, because we have this 0 first column. That's that's nice, actually. That's quite interesting. So the annotation basically takes the center already. Oh yeah, I think I read about that before. So it's centered. So that's why it's even nice to see in like with 3-digit numbers. Yeah, that's quite good. So That is Pascal's triangle. See you, everyone. Okay. No. So let's maybe colorize it a little bit. Not sure whether I want to. Thanks. So what do we want to do? So the first idea was to just colorize the first, basically the first column, the second column, colorize the columns. I'm just thinking about maybe we can do that in a loop and have a visualized loop. So let's call it column 1 to max rows. And so this is a little bit of a weird way. So there, I don't totally understand those lines I'm typing now. No, they are just to, if we update it, we have to change basically something of the GUI dict to update the view of the image. And one way to do is to basically push the zoom region again and or like change, basically push a value like the same zoom region as we have before back into the dict, and this updates it, and it's a small change. So that's how that works. I think this is a region of interest or something like that. Yeah, so wanted to wait for like a second, and then maybe, colorize the full column in one go. So we iterate over yeah, I think that should work. We iterate over the rows. And probably, because we have it like this now, row, and then just, oh no, cut it out. Hope that still works. And we have, did I call it fill or fill color or stuff like that? Fill, okay. Oh, maybe we need a list of, okay, maybe we just do red first, or like all will be just reds. And what I hope this does, which we'll see in a second, is coloring the first column reds, and then wait a second, and the next reds, and so on. Yeah, that's somehow as I've expected it, because I didn't do this. Awesome job. So row, we need it in each row, right? Oh, I should close some of these image views. Perfect. Bound arrow. Oh, I should also wait. Yeah, I should initialize start left before. Okay, let's think about it before I run it again. Oh, because I have computed X in every. I have to compute it in this row. But besides that, oh, and then I have to set it here. Well, yeah, I think that makes more sense. Oh, that also makes sense. We want to have row is starting from column, basically. So, by the way, we always get those errors because we can't draw outside of the of our image because we are saving it into an array, and then we get out of bounds error. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, because start left must be updated. Can we do times column -1 to have the right starting point? Okay, that looks nice. I think it should not arrow, it should just finish. Perfect. Oh, and yeah, so the annotation is drawn basically on top of it, so we don't overwrite the annotation by coloring it, which is quite nice. For this, at least, I don't know. There are probably other things. So there is something like color scheme dot. So color schemes just gives you well, some color schemes. One of them is Leonardo. It's the only one I currently remember the name of because it's in their documentation. And I think it has, I don't know, like 32 colors, which is enough in our case at the moment. So maybe we want to have colors. Or, well, we could also just maybe writing it like this makes it easier to change it later on. colors column, and maybe only like the first 3 or stuff like that. No! Why is it black? Oh yeah, well that looks quite black, right? Color schemes .jl. It's so bad. This browser is so bad. So then finding colors. Or maybe you just use rainbow. And then I'm also not totally sure whether colors is somehow used. Yeah. How about colors? Yes. Drawing a rainbow. So what I wanted to show is like the very basic Pascal's triangle columns. Is the first one is just 1. The next one is the counting numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we maybe have them a little bit lighter? That's easier to read. So that's just the counting numbers. Then we have tetrahedral numbers. So basically, if you have a tetrahedron, then these are the number of points you can have around the tetrahedron. Let me show you hedral numbers. That's definitely spelled. Really? It's definitely spelled right. Oh, that's wrong. Coded so the higher the numbers get, the darker the color. Oh yeah, but I wanted to show the tetrahedral. Is that how you write it? Yeah, okay. Damn it. So basically we have oh no, I think these are the oh yes, sorry, these are the tetrahedral numbers. We should add one more. I don't know what the others have in name. So it's basically, which makes sense. It's basically +2, +3, +4, +5, and so on. And the next one is tetrahedral numbers. And then I think quadrahedron numbers, stuff like that. Yeah, so let's get out of there. Let me I think I closed it. Let's draw it again. Oh yeah, so now we have the next one. So yeah, by the way, for everyone who joined the stream recently, so I just draw the Pascal's triangle. Also wanted to show some parts you can see in the Pascal's triangle, so sequences, for example. As you can see here, it's just the counting numbers. This one, as we've learned recently, is the tetrahedral numbers. And this, I don't know whether there's a name for. Probably it's just +2, +3, and so on. Next up, I don't know how to or maybe we can just have like a name for what we want to draw. Drawing draw modes is none. It's just that. Then we have if draw modes equals to columns. Maybe okay, let's do stuff like that later to make it more readable. So tetrahedral numbers. And I think we can, yeah. So that's that. Next modes might be, if before we go to draw modes rows, let's do draw modes. Okay, why is it so Tonia? Oh, okay. So he suggested in the chat, I hope I spelled that correct, otherwise please correct me. He suggested that it's getting, or you suggested that it's getting darker, right? Darker is like, should be done with HSL, right? And then with lightness. I'm not sure the range of it, to be honest. Is that one modes? Yeah. And then are they just ranging? Okay, I should check that. Now I like it darker or brighter. Sorry for that. Yeah, okay, maybe I should include Julia. Color spaces. I have included colors, right? HSL. Okay. So what is it? Hue, saturation, lightness. So maybe this one goes to 255. No. Oh, okay, is it the one that goes to 360, right? Okay, maybe just, is it the same as HSL 10, 0, 0? No, it's not. Okay, whatever. That's weird, but it's okay. We just do some stuff we want to do. I think we just have to draw everything again in this mode. Oh, maybe we should take this mode. And have color equals HSL of 150 0.5 and that's, and have fill equals to color and have draw modes. No. Oh, damn it. I always forget that. I have to... Maybe I do it directly afterwards. Okay, that's is maybe two lights. Please, someone help me with HSL color mode. So luminance. Yeah, I expected it to be quite dark actually. And then getting brighter. But we have also 126 in the middle. But I and J is, yeah, it should be correct. What am I doing wrong? Can someone tell me? Oh, but this maybe should be divided by 255. Yeah, but you wanted to have it the other way around. Okay, but we are close. How to do it the easiest way, the other way around. But yeah, it looks quite nice too, but it's really dark at the top. But yeah, okay. What if we do something like that? I don't know. One can experiment with it. Let's save that mode and have a look again at the normal one. So next up would be similar but easier to draw is maybe you should put it here. I hope it's not too boring for you. And it's quite a lot of copy code, I have to admit that. What did we call it's our colors? And then have I think rose. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to animate that. Oh yeah, I should animate the mode before as well. And yes, I should have a function. I will do it in a second. Believe me. Okay, so this is row by row, and you guessed it, there's a nice sequence for it as well. So it's probably, you can probably see that at the beginning. Oh, I don't know. It's 11 to the power 0, 11, or like so it's the powers of 11. So 1, 11, 121, 1331, and so on. It's of course not that simple because we have 2-digit and 3-digit numbers, but you have to just carry it over. And for that, well, one thing one might want to do is to get the numbers and just have some assert statements to check whether it's correct, so that we definitely have no error in our Pascal's triangle. That's would be a way to do it. And now let's visualize that. Or maybe it should visualize the dark colors first and then go in. Oh, that's too hard. No, but okay. As it was not on my list before, it's not mathematical. It just looks nice. I want to have the normal one again. Sorry for that. So I think so there are some other things like the hockey methods is if you draw like a hockey stick, so you go one way and then just make a move to the sides, that would 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 equals to 7. And you can write an equal sign there, and it looks like a hockey stick. I hope you get what I mean. So it's also the same as you don't have to do this with ones because that's it's of course the way. You can also do it like here, for example. Yeah, that's quite nice. So 1 + 7 + 28 equals to 36. That could be another mode, but I think a really nice part is Sierpinski's triangle. So let's draw Sierpinski mode. I hope that's the correct spelling, right? I think there's also like something on top of the. Oh, I thought there's even some sign on top of the N or something. But okay. Oh no! Yet now I showed you the Sierpinski triangle, but I guess you know the Sierpinski triangle already. We do it first with which one did I copy here? The normal one, right? Okay. Sierpinski mode is the following. We have color is either white or black. And it depends on Pascal. It's just Pascal, right? I and j plus 1. And whether that is odd or even. So if it's even, let's make it oh, we also have, oh, I remember. We never used it. It feels like I might want to call it white and black. Because I don't think normally sometimes you can write stuff like that and it's a color. But I think it doesn't work with images. I think I've tried it once. So white and black. Let's call it. I have to admit that I don't know whether this should be white or black, but we will see in a minute. And we are going row by row now. I think we don't need the animation. Oh, yeah, sorry. Draw modes. Why do I even call it draw mode and not just modes? Wait, what? Is here Pinsky. And now you might see Sierpinski's triangle. That is actually the correct form of it, right? Yeah, I think that's the standard form. One problem with it, it's too small to see it, or it's too big to see it. I don't know. And I don't know whether we want to have the numbers in, because some of them we can't even see. We could make them another color as well, by the way. We could do color. Does that work? No, it doesn't. RGB 0, 0, 1. Now it's blue. Now one can kind of read it. Maybe green is easier. I don't know. But let's. Wow. One could do those in green for matrix mode and the other ones in black. If draw modes text color equals to black. Yeah, you will see the Sierpinski triangle big in just a second. No hurry. If draw modes equals to Sierpinski, then we have text color depending on if it's white. So the first part, let's just copy that. I've lost track. Too many modes. If it's white, let's make it blue. And if it's blue, if it's black, let's make it green for matrix mode. Yeah, I like that. The problem is I want to draw it bigger. So let's do the box with smaller. And then we can draw max rows equals to 20. Yeah, the fonts. Okay. If max rows smaller than 10, smaller or equal to 10, or draw modes not equal to Sierpinski. Yes, that's how it should look like. We should probably compute that we have a good number of rows. But let's also make maybe box size of 20 or like 40 maybe. And that is box size. And startup is just box size as well. And then we can do Okay, box size of 5 or 4 and max rows of 100. And now you can see the triangle. Damn it. Oh no, wait a second. But yeah, this looks nice, I would say. We just want to have the good number of rows, so either here or a little bit below that. Maybe let's also make it a little bit bigger, so we have a bit more room for that. Okay, we were close. And yes, there's probably a way to compute that if we think hard enough about it. Damn it. Now, isn't that Sierpinski's triangle? I really like that. Okay. What else is in there? Let's get back to normal modes. Actually quite big. Oh man, it's embarrassing. Okay. What else? Oh yeah, so there are at least 2. Yeah, that looks like 4. 2 more things I want to show you. One is Fibonacci sequence, and the other one has something to do with prime numbers. I actually have to think about how to compute the right ones for Fibonacci sequence. Maybe someone can help me with that. But so yeah, I will do that. I will do that later, and we'll do prime numbers first. But for Fibonacci, it's basically 1, 1. So you have like the normal diagonal columns, whatever. But if you have some call it shallow diagonals, is if you have, I'd like to draw on top of it. And could make a screenshot and open GIMP or whatever. So it's 1, and we have 1, and we have 2. So this one and this one. Then we have 3, which is this one plus this one, the next Fibonacci number, and then this one, and this one for the 5, and so on. So I think it's just one right. If I maybe let's see that later. So next mode is for powers of 11. From B to B, basically. Well, it's Sapinski, it doesn't need any name. Best with max rows to 128, box size 4. Great. Oh yeah, so the prime number. The prime number one is actually kind of Sierpinski. Prime. That's why I copy that. And actually, I also want to have text. And if draw modes equals to prime, then we have text is actually string. Why did I even copy it? String of that. What is string of true? Damn, I want to have it one. Okay. How do we? I think if it's yeah, I think if we want to have 0 here, I think, and 1 there. Let's try out draw mode prime. Yes, that looks nice. So you can see like oh, the Sierpinski there again. And then do I want to color it? No, I don't think so. What I want to do is I go by row, and then x equals to 10 maybe. I want to have an annotation for each row, which starts with greeting x annotation text x y is still y, maybe, probably, and then have just some text. See whether that works. Do we need this just to update it? Wait, I normally have x. Yeah. Oh, is that too? Oh, and bay. No, I said x every time. I'm a little bit confused. Why does this not work? Well, 100 is also like 20. But why am I? Oh, oh, how about that? Sorry, I didn't want to fill in there. Why that one did. And I think we want to have y plus box. Something like that. You can increase the font size or whatever. Oh. Oh, yeah. I have called it prime here, but it should be primes, or it should be consistent. I don't know. Call it primes. So that we have the following. I want to translate this as a binary expression into an integer. I'm actually not sure whether there is for it. Not bit string. So I need basically, I don't know, this, and then, but I don't know how to put the that before. I don't know. Let's just hack it together. Binary, and binary equals to basically Pascal how to do that. Pascal of I j plus 1 to no, sorry, 1 to I, and that will give us the row, and then we have we could map over it, but I don't know how to. We should map reverse. Okay, I don't know. Reverse of binary, and we want to map it such that we have what do I even want to do? That we have x times 2 to the power of I, and then we have I and x. Oh no, don't want to. Well, that's the way. Enumerate. It's a weird way of using map, I assume. And this no. Oh, I should. No method matching. $153, yes, makes sense. Okay, let's do it step by step. This is 0, yes. And then we have enumerate. Oh, binary is 0. And then we have enumerate over reverse. Yes, index and value. And maybe we can't do that in map. map with enumerates. Oh, no. But enumerate of reverse so works. So what does not work? Does this work? Oh, did we have the same error before? No. No method notation. Yeah, okay. That works fine. No. This is also not correct because we want to have binary equals to map of x modulo 2 of binary. And now we can probably do this, right? Or is there no function? Maybe there is no. I can't believe that. That's okay. Oh, wait. No, that should be okay. Why do we have... This should create a copy. Why is Pascal notified? Now I'm really... Oh, because it's... Okay, get it. Pascal of 1, like, yeah, 1 and 1 to 1. Oh, because it's 2 star. It's 0 index based. Man, when do you learn it? Should be like... it's 1 index based. Yes. Oh, and we have this. Okay. And now we just want to have text equals to join of binary. One full 100 and what? Okay. Oh, sum of... Wait. We don't even need join. We want to have sum of binary text. I mean, binary numbers are not that hard. String, what it's called. Yes. Maybe it would be nice to draw like a line next to it as well. we should have a function for that. Function line image x, y, x2, y2, color, and then have image. Oh, okay. Lines are harder than expected. No, so I actually just want to have a line like this, which just have like a length, basically. I admit I'm very lazy. So this is x and x plus len is gleich color. This is not a general line, it's just a line, a straight line. Oh, well, every line is straight, but it's just a line from left to right. And I want to have line of image of x, y, from x, basically, no, not length, start left. I think it should be like start left minus x minus 10, which looks weird. Yes, it does. So we want to have this as well. And maybe length of text times 5, or I don't know, something along those. Oh yeah, let's have it longer. No. Maybe this was. Oh, of course, needed at another point. And have it, of course, here and there. Something like that. Yes. Yeah, okay. It's not the nicest thing, but it works better. Okay. I don't know who is still in the chat. Please tell me if you want to see something more in between as well. So you are still in the chat. Perfect. Yeah, so now I did the lines, which are a little bit ugly, to be honest. But okay. As you can see, we have 3 and 5 are prime, and 17 is prime, and 2, 5, 7, is that prime? Yeah, one could know that. Currently, what is 2, 5, 7, 9, 14? It's not divisible by 2, 3, 7. Seem to be divisible by. I think it's prime. It looks pretty prime to me. Using prime. That is prime. Yeah, is prime 257. That is prime. So some of them are prime, which is nice. But some of them aren't prime, so it's like okay. But you see that we have we just ignored like the first line because I don't know, nobody cares about one. We have 3 times 5 is 15. Then the next one is 17, which is prime. Then we have 17 times 3, it's 51. Then we have 17 times 5 is 85. 17 times 15 is 255. And then the next one is prime. And then we have 257 times 3 is 771, and so on. Which is mind-blowing in my opinion. And the primes are special. Of course they are special. Every prime is special. No, we have 2 to the power of n plus 1. And n is not defined. So for n equals 1, 2, 5, for example. Damn it. Should have copied it. Print line. Should start at 0. I forgot that. Maybe go 2, 3. There we have them. And so they are all of the form 2 to the power 2 to the power n plus 1, which are called Fermat primes, which is not defined. Okay, so that is primes in the Pascal's triangle. Okay, let's do Fibonacci. Draw modes equals Fibonacci. I hope I didn't misspell Fibonacci. Yeah, okay, it's Fibonacci. We have that. And yes, as mentioned before, we probably want to have some kind of functions to draw this. Oh yeah, basically, why did I even draw this again? I think I don't need it, right? Because we already have it. Let me check that. Draw. Oh, because the y is not. We don't need that. Yeah, so the same. Perfect. What else? Fibonacci. So yeah, Fibonacci is the shallow diagonal. And we, I don't know, why did I destroy it? Probably want to have that. Need that. And we want to draw them again. Oh, how do I? Because we always go one lower. Okay, I think we can also do that row by row. I have to think about it a little bit more. And color is our colors. And we have I don't know, kind of a wild true or I have to think about it a little bit more. And just call it while true, and we just need to be sure that we break at the right point. Let's call j equals to 1. So j is x components, I is y components. Oh no, not while true. We just need to make sure that there is like a rectangle before. Okay, so for, but it's not a, I don't know, well, true. We want to have, basically, we need the y here as well. And then let's call it row and row equals to 1 and column also equals to 1. And we have every time we do this. Yeah, okay. And then we do column is plus equal to 1 and row is minus equal to 1. And just have a look how that looks like. It looks not good. Oh, sorry. Row is of course column. Where do we have it? In here. At index 0 to 40. Oh yeah. So of course we have while true. What do I even? If row is equal to 0, we break. So yeah. By the way, Ash might have told you this earlier, because this is quite like have errors in between and stuff like that. And I don't expect. Yeah, that kind of works. No, but it looks nice. But weird. So what I wanted to say is, I will. Normally, I just publish my live streams as they were recorded, and I will also do this for this one. But I will also cut the live stream to, I don't know, a 30, 40-minute video maybe, so that people don't have to waste their life watching my stream, but can still enjoy it. So I will do that probably next week, maybe end of next week, where I cut it and then post it also on YouTube, just that you are aware of that. Okay. Maybe I didn't really understand what's going on. That's why. Okay, so we go yes, That makes sense. And so basically, we also have start left internal, a start left, and internally we also do that. I don't know where, doesn't matter. I think then it should be no. Sorry. Why did it color? Color 1, color 2. Column 1, column 2. Okay. Maybe, so what I actually want is to have a way to colorize basically which parts I want to colorize. So this is 1 1 1 1 2 1 2 2 and so on, which needs okay. So colorize Pascal takes in row and column, but it also needs like box size, width. Oh, sorry. Box size is 40, width is 500. We use that later anyway, but box size can compute start left of it. Okay, might make sense. So we have start left is equal to that, but minus row minus 1 times like that, and I could call that, and y is just, oh yeah, I need also 40, is start top plus sorry, this should be column. This should be row minus 1 times box size. And then I want to have the color. Image of X, no, this way. Y plus box size, X plus box size equals to color. And then yeah. I also have to decide like at which point it's not correct. colorize Pascal. Takes in the image, takes in row and column, and the color, which is our colors of I. Does that make more sense? Not immediately, while true. Yeah. Okay, maybe we just call this row equals I, and we go down each time up to, and then it's of course. So the start is wrong, like everything is wrong, but the start is wrong. Start needs to be shifted by half a box size, and then column seems to be wrong in the sense that we move in the wrong direction. Yeah, we do. Oh, that's why it's wrong by. No, I don't know. Where do we start? Oh, because we start. Where is start left? Yes. Plus j minus 1 times box with j minus 1 as the column. Oh, yeah. Why do I? No, because I need to. Okay. So we need minus every time, and then we need column minus 1 times box size. And there's probably still something wrong. Yes. But I'm not too sure why. So x is start left plus. Okay. Does this work? Not really. Oh, because something. Yeah, well, this depends on the row. Sorry about that. And then I think might be actually. Wait, this is super weird. Okay, so at the beginning, we want to move so we move the x by column with this. Yes. But every time we subtract half of it. Why does this not work? At the start, we call it with I. We started with row is 1 and 1 minus 1 is not doing anything. I'm a little bit confused. So if there's someone in the chat who wants to help me out, start left. Starts. Start left. No, start left. Starts with divided by 2. Oh, where's the live broadcast? Someone wants to watch but doesn't find it on Twitch. Give me a second. YouTube. Oh, I think it's. Maybe I can see some mobile not working as expected. I don't know. I think there's even an app for it. Okay. Where was I? This. Why is this so wrong? Why do I am at the next? Oh, do I start with column equals 2? Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness, I have so many old. Okay. Yes, that somehow seems to be correct. I just want to draw it if column is bigger than row. Yeah, I think so. Then break and don't. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, I don't know where to write down Fibonacci number now. So what I could do is have annotates basically fib is 0, and then fib is equal to Pascal of row Pascal plus 1 because of our structure, string of fib, and we have, I don't know, in the top right corner. Okay, it works. Oh, you are on Twitch. Okay, perfect. So yeah, welcome. Currently, I want to show the Fibonacci sequence inside Pascal's triangle, which is colored here. So it's 1, 1, 2, and so on. I just want to add it up and show. Maybe I can do. Oh yeah, I can do. Can even do this. The problem is I don't want to overwrite it, so I have to delete it if text idx nothing, then delete it out of the GUIDX. I think that's the syntax. So Fibonacci. No, that's wrong. That's not right. Oh yeah, because I should do it here, I believe. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Awesome. That is Fibonacci. All right. Is there something else? Oh yeah, I want to have it. Oh, I think I can method and notate. Yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of done with the stream now. After 2 hours. But if you have anything else that you want to see in the triangle, then please tell me, and I will try to implement it. Otherwise, I will just increase the font size for this. I don't know what's the standard one actually. Maybe do it now. Okay, let me close some of them. So in the end, I will just show everything that we have implemented during the stream in one go. And yes, because here it's bad that it's centered. But I don't know whether I can. I don't know, probably with H-align. But I don't know, the string, like left or whatever. Okay, let's close that one and then draw. So we have started with just the triangle. Then implemented several modes. So draw mode, columns, and did some visualization where we have just the column of ones, the counting numbers. Then the one I still don't know how to like what's the name of it, but it's just adding 2, adding 3, adding 4, adding 5. Then we have tetrahedral numbers. I think these ones still have a name like quadrahedral numbers, which we could also show. But yeah. And then we have rows, which is powers of 2. Sorry, powers of. Oh, there's also some kind of powers of 2 inside, right? But I don't. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, powers of 2. We forgot powers of 2. So this is powers of 11. 11 to the power of 0, 11 to the power of 1, 11 to the power of 2, and so on. Then suggested in the chat was this mode to visualize it, and the bigger or the higher the number is, the brighter we get. which, yeah, I don't know. We could draw more of it maybe. Then we have Sierpinski mode, which needs some. I think this one looks good. Oh yeah, there I increased it a little bit. I need 900 and 900, which is still. So this is Sierpinski's triangle. I think it's my favorite one. And the last one, I think. Oh no, we have primes. Which is like in Sierpinski, we have just whether it's an odd or even number and then colorized it. And we basically do the same here, but we say, okay, this is odd even, so there would be a 2 there. And then we can read this as binary. So 1, 0, 1 in binary is 5. Then the mode is called primes because we have 3 is prime, 5 is prime, 17 is prime, and 257 is prime. And there are Fermat primes, and the other ones are 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 7 is 51, and so on. But yeah. Oh yeah, and Fibonacci in the end, which is this one. Yeah, okay. Now the text works kind of better, even if it's changing. That are the Fibonacci numbers. Then talked about the hockey methods, but I didn't implement that. And the last thing I remember out of my head is if we go back to this is 2 to the power 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, which is 2 to the power 1. 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 4, which is 2 to the power 2, and so on. But it's kind of inside our draw mode rows. So could add a plus sign in between maybe. Yeah. And then add it to the left, like the primes mode. Yeah, I should probably do that as I want to also put it on put a shorted version on YouTube afterwards, like a 40-minute clip, coding without errors. At least that's how it should look like. Squares. Which one do I want to copy? Oh, that's maybe the primes one is the best. But I need okay, maybe let's see what this one gives us at the moment. Yes, that's basically the primes here, but with the actual Pascal's triangle numbers, and we want to have just the sum of them. So instead of having this weird binary stuff where we map that, we just have text is sum over Pascal I2 to I plus 1. I think that should work. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and so on. Okay, and yeah, I could do plus. Let me shortly do that. J equals 1 to max rows, where I need basically this form. Might come in handy. And then the annotate inside without the rectangle and without this. So this should give us a plus. And this is probably I think it should be something like that. Yes, we don't want to have the last one. Oh, is it start left? Okay, and this has also font size of 15 and color I think we didn't use red before. It's still somehow hard to see, but I can increase the size. And it should be. It's kind of bad that it's directly top of that. Should need like a square around it or whatever. But that's it for today. So some of you might know that I have a Patreon page. So normally I don't do live stream that often. I just do them once a week for Project Euler. Normally I blog, so it's on. Okay, let me. It's here. You just can't see it because sometimes weird. I will show it if it loads. Sometimes I just hate Linux, and it just loads. Okay. Anyway, normally I blog and I have a Patreon page since I think April last year, and since October I have some patrons. That's I think how it's called, and I gained a new one yesterday, I think, or the day before yesterday. Logan Kilpatrick, who spends now $4 or more as well. So I have 8 patrons at the moment, and 4 of them spend $4 or more per month. And if you, I really appreciate that. If you are interested in my blog, if you want to support me and my work, like videos, live stream, blog, like everything I do, open source work, whatever, Patreon is the way to go. Yes. And I thank my anonymous friend for the intro music, which probably half of you missed. So I have this intro at the beginning, and after 5 minutes you hear the sound. But I can't scroll to that moment. So and I don't want that you wait for 5 minutes. Anyway, let's go to the blog. I also added that. Maybe zoom in a little bit. I've also added a little Twitch button now. So whenever you see my blog and see, oh, here's live, just click on it and you can watch me. I've started a new series called Julia Basics. I've published Julia Basics Part 2, REPL and Revise today. So this says 1st of July, because I've published it on 1st of July for the Patreons. Everyone who spends at least $1 per month, so that's the lowest tier, gets everything 2 days earlier, except live streams, of course. But normal videos and blog posts, of course. And as you can see, I blog relatively often. So if you're interested in Julia in general, and especially if you're interested in constraint solvers, that's like my main point of blogging at the moment. But also if you're a beginner in Julia, it's quite nice because I've started the Julia Basics posts, the Julia Basics series, which I think you might like. And you might want to follow me on Twitter @OpenSourcesBlog, where you can see announcements like when I'm live, maybe like 2 hours or more, or like a week before I will be live, if there's like a special live stream. Whereas on Twitch, you just see, oh, he's live now, okay, and then it might be a little bit weird because you didn't plan for it. And also like new blog posts and stuff like that. Some Julia posts if you're into that. Anyways, it was super fun. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm quite glad everything worked out relatively well live. And I think I visualized everything I wanted. But maybe like in 5 minutes, I'm like, I missed that. But we'll see. So yeah. Also, if you're watching now and don't want to wait for like the end of next week for the short version of it, I highly suggest that you watch the number file video on Pascal's triangle, which is this one, Pascal's triangle number file. I tried to put a link in the chat if I'm able to do so. Let me check. I think it should be here. Yes. So that's the link to the. So they also explained the hockey methods, which I only explained shortly here. But I think I did everything besides that, visualized it, and it only took a little bit more than 2 hours. All right, see you on Wednesday. Thanks, everyone.